What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the channel. In this video I'm going to show you how to use Cerebro on Helium 10 to actually find some keywords, some killer keywords that you can use in your back end and your titles and things like that when you're creating listings on Amazon. Now in this video I'm going to do an example of, let's say, what I'm going to type in Cerebro here is an example of, let's say, an Easter egg bundle, for example. So let's type in Easter egg bundle here. And then I'm going to do from start to finish how we can actually start figuring out how to find killer keywords for these items, for this keyword specifically. So without further ado, let's dive into this here. So as you can see, walking down here, as we're scrolling down on the page here, what we can actually find is a few ASINs here. So we've got this ASIN here, got this ASIN here, got this ASIN here, and all of these are actually they're open to the same customers. They're open to the same customers. And what do I mean by that? Some customers that are buying this might also be interested in this, because they're all similar stuff. Okay, and you don't know what customers what. So what we need to do is find a bunch of keywords that we can type into Cerebro here, pasting them all in here, right? And that means that once we've got enough of them, we're going to be able to find the top keywords, and then we're going to put that into PPC, into our back end, and into our title, so that we can then start possibly ranking. If we do a good enough job of the listing, we can possibly start ranking for these. But the first thing we need to do, and why Cerebro is good, is that we can actually start to find these keywords. So let's just type in a few of these into Cerebro here. Chuck that one in there as well. Our face keeps popping up and off, but who cares? Let's get on with it. Right, this one here. There we go there. Okay, cool. Let's let's hit get keywords there. It's just going to fetch the data, so it'll take a moment. Right. Close that for a minute so it can load a little bit quicker. Sometimes when it's screen recording, it loads a little bit slow. Go get yourself a cup of tea or a cup of coffee if you need to. We're going to go through this individually. We're going to make sure that we know exactly what we're doing when we're looking for keywords. Okay. So you've got a few filters here. So what we found here is 3,879 filtered keywords. And obviously we're not going to be able to look at every single one of them, and they're not all going to be relevant as well. Okay. This is just showing you all the potential keywords that them listings could be ranking on. But some of them could be on page 5,000, for example. So you don't want to see all of them. Okay. Don't want to see all of them. So what I'll do is start to put filters in here. Start to put filters. So for me, I'll put a minimum volume. Now the search volume here, minimum, maximum. What that means is how many people are searching for it a month. Let's put a minimum of 250. Now this is a seasonal item. I'm not, for instance, saying you should source these items. This is just for the example of the video. 250. Because it's a seasonal item and it's just coming up to Easter, it's going to be really high volume at the moment. So it's very seasonal. IQ score we're going to leave. We're going to do a little bit something different. But if we click show more down here, now what I'm actually going to do here is actually look in the ranking competitors. I'm going to type in the ranking competitors, and what that means is how many. So how is minimum for it? Right. So is that keyword ranking? I can't even explain it. So this ranking competitors means the keywords that is ranking for the amount of, let's put free in there. Why can't I explain this? I know what it is, I can't explain it. That is ranking for free items. Okay, so whatever keywords come up here, that means that if I put the minimum there, then that keyword has got to be ranking a good rank for free products, free of these listings, which means that it's a strong keyword. I'll show you what I mean, right? That's all I'm going to do at the moment, and then we'll apply some more filters later if we need to. So let's apply them filters there, and then it will come up with a lot less. There we go, 14 filtered keywords. So all of these keywords are ranking for at least 3 of our competitors there, and they're some of the best sellers. So that means, I hope you understand what that means. That means that these are pretty much going to be some of the best keywords because all of the top 3 there are now ranking for it. I hope that makes sense. Okay, I explained that terribly, but I think you know what I mean. I've never really explained what that was before, so it's quite confusing. Then you got all these other competitors as well. You've got all these filters, I mean, that you can type. You can type up to 10 product ASINs if you've got the upgraded Helium 10. Yeah, so here we go. So let's look. So it's going to come down here, and let's do this by search volume. So let's go to the most searched first. And I would say Easter egg, obviously, is you're finding all of these killer keywords here, these 14 keywords and monster keywords. Look how much searches there are a month. 203,000 searches a month. That's Easter egg there. So I would say that's probably going to be your main. I don't know if you can rank for it. So what I would also click into that, load up the the Chrome extension, and then check the competition. You need to check the reviews, make sure you can actually rank for it. Because it's a seasonal item, you might be able to rank for it. Okay, you might be able to rank for it because it only happens once a year where this goes mad, but you might not. So you need to look at the data. It doesn't mean you necessarily want to use all of these. You want to use the ones that you can actually compete with. You want to use the ones saturated in the listings. Okay, as I said, because it's a seasonal item, it will be different. It won't be specific. This is to all niches. Because of this particular item, I would guess that you could compete because it's a seasonal item once a year. But then again, don't take my word on that. This is just an overview of the video. So what you can start doing is going through these, clicking this, and that will open up the Amazon page there. We're not going to go into it. That will open up the Amazon page. You can see if you can compete with that keyword in terms of review counts, which we'll do in another video. And then you've also got these other keywords down here that you can also start searching for in terms of the volume. So we've got 37,000 there for mini eggs, Easter egg bundle, 5,374. And what you should be doing is going through all of these keywords down here, opening them all up, figuring out what you can compete for, adding them into your title, adding them into separate campaigns, possibly on PPC and the PPC view side of things, and then adding them into your keywords, your titles and your descriptions and your bullet points and things like that. And that should give you a really good chance of ranking as long as your listing's good. But obviously you're not going to rank if the listing isn't good, so it's all about the listing. So I hope that's helped. That's Cerebro. That's how I use Cerebro. Obviously you can use it in a much more advanced way. If you do want to try out the tool, obviously I've got a 50% off link below, which is epic, obviously. Other than that, just whatever, go to the website. If you want to use my link, that's cool. But yeah, so that's Cerebro. That's how I do it. Awesome tool, awesome bit of software. And yeah, I will see you in the next video, and we'll keep diving in. I hope the video's